Fala galera, aqui quem tá falando é o Void 1400. E galera, é o seguinte, eu não vou falar nada durante esse vídeo aqui, porque isso aqui é basicamente a continuação do vídeo do Batman. E galera, eu vou ser bem sincero com vocês, mano. Esse vídeo, sério, eu não tô me importando com quantos minutos ele vai ter. Ele pode ter uns 53 minutos, mano. Eu vou fazer isso aqui porque, mano, porque se eu ficar fazendo de vídeo em vídeo em 15 minutos, eu nunca vou terminar essa história aqui, tá ligado? Porque é muito longo, boy, o capítulo. Acho que o capítulo 1 tem uns 53 minutos e alguns segundos, tá ligado? Só isso. Mas, enfim, eu vou começar isso aqui, né? E bom, vamos embora. Nesse exato momento que eu tô gravando isso aqui são 11 horas e 59 minutos, boy. Então eu tenho que tomar muito cuidado para não fazer muito barulho. Eu acho que eu não vou fazer barulho nenhum. A única coisa que tá fazendo barulho aqui é o jogo, tá ligado? Então vamos começar e chega de enrolação.
It's me.
Batcaverna. A Batcaverna é bem representada, episódio 1, nos jogos do Batman, mano. Reino das Sombras.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young voters?
Nearly fell off a building for this?
Have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and see.
I should see if I can refine the edge. Could be sharper.
Hard black smoke.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garbo.
Well, the test run at the mayor's office was a success.
4th Street Bridge, sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles.
Spare grapple. Can't believe I let her take that.
Random stabbing.
Can deliver a jolt or knock out electricity in the area. And I suppose that Catwoman would have preferred the latter.
Police are investigating multiple cases of riders receiving abdominal
The newest addition. Can program it to reveal trace elements in a confined space.
passengers. A few have died.
louco.
Most have been admitted to Gotham
Muito louco
General
ver essas coisas
critical
aqui.
condition. The
Isso
police
aqui
don't have
era
any
pra
suspects
neutralizar a
at the
mulher
time.
gato, né?
2 more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum.
Mas ela
bringing
tava
the
usando
total
alguma
number of
coisa, mano.
escapees from the half prison, half mental hospital to 15 this year.
Acho que eu esqueci de alguma coisa,
Only 3
peraí.
have been caught to date, but all
Não,
the
esqueci de
escapees
nada não.
highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions at the aging asylum. The latest,
Vamos ver isso
44-year-old
aqui.
twin brother and sister Leon and Valerie Muldoon.
Ai, eu sei que é isso.
Authorities are asking that you do not approach and call
Pra quem não
police
sabe,
immediately.
Isso aí é o
Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful Act takes effect today, making it possible for
ingresso para o cinema. Que Bruce Wayne nesse dia perdeu os pais, mano. Ele tava assistindo o filme do Zorro e aí ele
Holographic
saiu.
lenses, voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
E aí ele saiu e, tipo, ele saiu junto com os pais, galera. E aí ele foi lá para o beco, né, do crime. Acho que todo mundo sabe da história aí. Os pais dele morreram.
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot. I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
Tá dando umas bugadas aí, foi mal. Deu uma bugada aí que...
And when he was presented with legislation that would have dismantled organized crime in the city, he vetoed it, killing Gotham's chance for a safer future. Maybe that's because the rumors of Hill's connections to some of Gotham's most notorious mafia families are true. We don't need another gangster running the city. We need a crime-fighting hero. With over 200 successful convictions,
Acho que dá pra
District
ler,
Attorney
velho.
Harvey
Aí.
Dent just might be the hero Gotham needs. But he can't save our city alone. He needs your help. He believes that together we can make a dent in Gotham's crime. But it starts with you. Vote for Harvey Dent and elect a real crime fighter to Gotham's mayoral seat.
I'm Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water?
Ah, aqui são todos os personagens, né, que passaram.
Desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young
Wayne.
politicians.
Alfred
And
Pennyworth,
in other news,
Harvey
now on
Dent.
day 3 of the factory fire,
Ah,
will not
Milton
end.
Hill.
Crews have
Quem
given up
é
trying
esse,
to
gente?
combat the
Alguém
blaze
conhece esse
at the
personagem, velho? Eu não
Otisburg
conheço ele,
Processing
não.
Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no
Esse
word
aqui,
on
meu
what
irmão,
started
tá
the
na
fire,
cara quem é.
but
Tem
whatever's burning in there
mulher
has
gato,
resisted
velho.
everything
Oswald
the fire department
Cobblepot,
has thrown at it.
vulgo
They're
Pinguim,
recommending
galera.
people avoid
Esse é o
the area
Pinguim.
and seek immediate
Eu já tinha
treatment
falado
if
isso
you
aí.
happen to breathe in any of that tar
James
black
Gordon.
smoke.
Vic Vale. Boy, a Vic Vale tá muito diferente, velho, nesse jogo, gente. Pra quem não sabe, a Vic Vale, ela é loira, tá ligado? Ela é loira e, tipo, é sério, tá muito diferente. É loira, tem cabelo cacheado, se eu não me engano. E muito branca mesmo, galera. Carmine Falcone. Carmine Falcone é o mesmo desgraçado de sempre. É o mesmo danzu de sempre, tá ligado? Cidade de Gotham. Sanatório Arkham. Empresas Wayne. Caraca, Empresas Wayne tá igual, mano. É sério, gente, essa personagem tá muito mudada, velho, nesse jogo, velho. Apesar de nos quadrinhos iniciais ela ser ruiva, eu acho. Se não me engano, ela era ruiva. Eu posso estar errado, tá ligado? Mas, se não me engano, ela era ruiva. Ah, mentira, mano.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theatre. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
I agree, it isn't normal work. Even worse, the best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
Though not unappreciated. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
Ô louco, o que é isso? Pera aí, calma aí. Ai, doido. Ô, louco.
This is a map of the east side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah. Thanks for the interruption.
Well, it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
I've seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
A few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out, Al. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
I have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
I think he just wants to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's still an old friend.
A lot can change over the years. If I remember correctly, Oswald was fond of the old firecrackers in the toilet trick. I worry what he's graduated to. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Ah, o Parque Cobblepot. Bem interessante, mano. Eles teriam acrescentado o Cobblepot como um amigo de infância de Bruce Wayne, velho. Achei uma coisa bem interessante. Ele vai ser uma espécie de Rusher. Rush, pra quem não sabe, é um amigo de infância de Bruce Wayne que acaba virando um vilão, velho. Eu não vou falar pra não dar spoiler. Quem é? Parque Cobblepot.
Where are you, Oz?
Onde está você, Ozzy? Eita. Peraí, tinha coisa pra fazer, né? Lá atrás. Tinha coisa pra fazer, foi mal aí, gente. Tinha, ver o muro. Ai, vamos completar isso aqui. É pra completar, né?
Thank you, sir.
Relaxa. Que ele não deu a carteira, vai. Bruce Wayne, velho.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
Eles queriam se encontrar aqui. Caraca, velho. Você viu a ficha criminal do Oswald? Ele basicamente ficou doente, né? Drogou.
Hey.
Beat it.
Aconteceu uma coisa bem diferente na vida do bichinho. O Oswald virou outra pessoa, né? Tem outras coisas aqui pra fazer? Deixa eu ver. Ah, estátua.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you. Hey, you heard him, man. The hell are you waiting for? Huh?
Go ahead. Try and take it.
The hell do you say? End him.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Oswald.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're in the moment!
Tá,
Come
pô.
here! Think that'll do?
Nossa, eu errei sem querer. Eu não sei acertou, né? Bandidinho de rua.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Caraca, velho.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, yeah, good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here. Glad they never saw it like this.
Those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did. Both of us. This city chews right through people.
A cidade acabou com as
Mum
pessoas.
committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did.
Caraca, a mãe dele foi pro ar que
My family's fortune.
internada
There's nothing left,
e
Bruce.
o pai se matou.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential. Now all I got is this park.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Wish I could have punched that grin into the back of his throat.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no?
Ele é doidinho, velho.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful. And I can't wait to get started.
Are you threatening me, Oz?
Take it as you like. I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
O Oswald Cobblepot tá bem doidinho, boy. Deu uma risada falsa pra ele. Porque, mano, ele tá muito doido, velho, esse Oswald.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way!
Bruce, Bruce!
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And the rate of death and suicide inside the asylum itself is truly terrifying. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
For those with mental health issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. My parents were heroes that night, and we can all learn from their sacrifice.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I say we leave the asylum standing as a reminder that we can do better. This time we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime, going back years, and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob.
Eita.
Care to comment?
How dare you? I just finished telling you about my parents' murder and you accuse them of being, what, criminals? Have some decency.
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Ai. Bom, galera, eu vou terminar o vídeo por aqui, porque, mano, sei não, velho. Pra o vídeo não ficar muito longo, né? Eu disse que o vídeo ia ter que ficar muito longo, mas eu não disse que ele precisava ficar muito longo, tá ligado? Eu também tô cansado também. Eu não sei até onde o negócio vai ir, mas beleza, galera. Então, galera, foi o vídeo aí do Batman Telltale Series, mais um, né? Terceira parte já. Então, eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Valeu, galera. E fui. E vocês sabem, né? Tô indo embora.